then lastly in that file, you would find the printout of the pictures. I messed up. Printout of pictures from the file. Maybe if someone has made a DVD or a CD with information on it, that would be there. All right. So, just to review, at the beginning of the file, loose, we had the owner's information. Next, we have the tenant's file. The next thing you're going to find is something, a folder labeled invoices. Pardon me. Don't know if you can see that, but it has the property code and the word invoices. This is going to be where we keep a copy of every invoice for the property, and it becomes part of the file there. Okay, so that's what a file looks like. Remember, these are your files. As the office manager, you are in charge of these files. I hope that you'll take pride of ownership over them and keep them in tip-top shape. When we get audited by the Real Estate Commission, they check a random sampling of our files in detail. Our real estate licenses depend on accurate, well-organized, and maintained files. So no pressure. It's just all our livelihoods. Also, remember that you can use these hard copy files to double check information in the computer and to make sure that it's accurate. You could also use that if the computers are down. Remember that contracts can change over time, so double check in the file for any letters or forms that might modify an agreement. Look in front of or behind the contracts to double check that you're getting the whole story. Where to start? With all this information, it can be tough to know where to begin, and I know that. So if I were in your shoes and just starting out with a company, here's what I would do. I would pull up our website, www.blueapplehouses.com, and start to get familiar with the website. Look over the current listings of the houses for rent, look at the information, just have fun with it. The next thing I would definitely do is review your job description that's posted at your workstation every day to make sure you know what you're responsible for and what the deadlines are. Number 3, I would locate the file with the current security deposit refund checklists. See if there are any deadlines within the next week or so, and if there are, then please be sure to bring that to the attention of the property managers and ask them if they need any help. Number 4, call the different property managers and introduce yourself if you haven't met already. Number 5, check that we have basic office supplies in stock. There's a checklist on the file cabinet by the office supplies. Things like printer cartridges, paper, just make sure we're not going to get caught missing something. Number 6, get familiar with the layout of the office. Find the keys to the filing cabinets, look things over, get yourself comfortable. Number 7, make sure that every morning you're checking the office messages as well as Shelly's cell phone messages. It's a good idea to check those messages again before lunch or right after, and then right before you leave. You want to pull those messages a couple times a day. Number 8, collecting the mail every day is important to make sure you grab that from the round table, distribute it out to everybody. And just start answering the phone and just dive right in. So thank you for bearing through this long and very cheesy video. You're a good sport and we're excited to have you on board. The last thing we're going to do is the long and boring part. I would like to read our core contracts to you. I think it's important for you to have read through them so that, they are the foundation of our company. So if you can, hang in there and we'll go through those. Thanks a lot.